I've never seen a group of people that wanted to destroy everything and everyone just to get their way. Hey, what's up, brothers and sisters? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again in what looks like one of the most destructive things going on in politics. All right. You got a segment of the population that call themselves liberal who are anything but liberal when it comes to justice, when it comes to other people having rights. These are people that think that their rights is superior to everyone's and that everyone should bow down to them. Ever since they lost the election where their girl didn't win, who had nothing but a criminal past, but see, that was okay because that was their girl. They've been after one guy, the one guy that's not a politician, that whooped the girl that they wanted to win. Well, he whooped her behind. Now these hurt people are going down trying to destroy everything. They're trying to destroy the choice of half of the United States. They're trying to say that their will should supersede everyone else's. Now, the old school people in the Democratic Party understood that this was a road you would not want to go down. And they're going down it, right? And because this woman, Pelosi, Speaker of the House, was pushed to go down this road by a bunch of Democrats that feel like they have nothing to lose because they care about no one but themselves. They don't care about the country. They don't care about the people in it. They care about only themselves. And they will all call themselves feminists. And you can see where intellect and the long ball game and considering others have gone right down the drain as far as the Democratic Party is concerned. So they're moving for this, right? We're going to discuss why it is one of the dumbest political moves in history. All right, but first let me greet everybody. Havorten hardu gudag ola oi to the bank. Vasas los bonjour mes amis. Keto bawani konnichiwa. Ni hao ni ama sani bonani. Jambo harbarigani. Assalamu alaikum and shalom. And there's this idiot that says, man, he greeted everybody except for black people. Okay. None of the people that I said a greeting for would consider themselves black. They're all from countries and a community. Let's see if you can figure out if that guy is true. Let me know in the comment section how many quote unquote non-Caucasian people did I do a greeting for. All right. So, with that said, let me also remind you, let's get these thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. When you subscribe, click the notification bell. My PayPal me and my Cash app will be in the description box, all right? But before you do anything, you always take care of yourself and family first, all right? Now, y'all know that I do a lot, right? And I'm not doing more than I can handle. Right? So y'all should not donate more than you can handle. Right? If you can't handle anything, you shouldn't donate anything at all. You see how that goes? Look, this is a public forum discussing public issues. Right? And the goal of this public forum is to make the Afro communities everywhere better. And some of the times it requires us to leave the ones alone that's destroying it. And find as a mate somebody that is not a part of that community. All right, we're speaking of the BAW. We need to find another tent now. All right? But brothers, as we do this stuff, watch your bank, watch everything, right? If you want to donate, it's appreciated. But remember, take care of yourself and family first. All right, so let's get into this and break it down. All right. Before I start this video, I think two things happen here. I think one, Trump set a trap for the Democrat, understanding all of this. All right. And then two, I think the Democrats had a lot of plants or spies that Trump hired, because he'll hire anybody he thinks is best for the job. All right. But many people took the job wanting to just tear him down. Period. This is the kind of ugliness that we're used to in this country right now. That if you're not liberal-minded and wanting what you believe to be the destruction of the country, these liberal-minded people will destroy your channels on YouTube, destroy you on Facebook, destroy. They believe that you have no rights. You have no right to speak. You have no right to think. Right? And no matter how absurd their thought processes are, they still think they trump yours. No pun intended on the Trump. All right? Understand this. They're going to pay for that. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to something.
Just over half of the 235 Democrats in the House of Representatives now favor an impeachment inquiry.
That means that the Democrats is forcing Pelosi's hand to do something she did not want to do. All right? And now that this word impeachment is out there, right, people are just fed up of the Democrats. And now the people who aren't just diehard liberals, not only their frustration has turned to downright disgust. Remember, all the special elections that happen have been won by Republicans. I want you to fathom that real quick.
That's a big increase in the past week, but still 100 votes shy of what would be needed to send the president to trial in the Senate. Chief Congressional Correspondent Nancy Cordes has the story behind the numbers.
The 118 House Democrats who now favor an impeachment inquiry represent districts in 32 states. The number of members surging by 24 since former special counsel Robert Mueller testified last week.
All right, now I want you to understand, Robert Mueller was also a plant, right? And he should be disbarred for his comment. But they won't disbar him. And I'll explain his comment and how he should be disbarred. Right? 2, the presumption of innocence does not matter to any of these Democrats or to liberal people anywhere. Period. You're not presumed innocent until proven guilty. If you're a man, you're just straight up guilty. If you're the president, you're just straight up guilty. And excuse me. Dang, peanuts. If you're the president, you're straight up guilty. As a matter of fact, if you are not a female, or in particular a black female, or in a part of the LGBT group, you're just guilty right out of hand of something. And so that's what they're doing with Trump, right? The Mueller report exonerated him, but the Mueller threw them a monkey bone by declaring something that he can't declare, and it is unjust, and he should have been disbarred for it. We'll see it in a minute.
Week.
Did you actually totally exonerate the president?
No.
Virginia.
Okay, so he can't make that claim. All right. He is a prosecutor. All right. His job was to find evidence of a crime, which he did not. All right. And so what he said is, I found no evidence of a crime, but we're going to still consider this guy guilty, even though there's not evidence to say he's guilty of anything. We're going to still consider him guilty, and therefore I will not exonerate him. So this is literally a witch hunt where somebody said that the guy was not guilty of anything that he was accused of, that he found no evidence to prosecute this guy, right? But I'm going to leave the door open so that anybody can think whatever they can think, right? He did a disservice and he should be disbarred. All right, because the standard is a person is innocent until proven guilty. All right, and you can never prove a person innocent. Period. You can't prove a person innocent. You can only prove that they were guilty. So if the person has done nothing and you're saying they're not innocent, you can have that stick and say, yeah, even though they've done nothing, I know they're guilty of something. You see what I'm saying? They're not guilty of the crimes that I researched and looked at that could impeach him or put him in jail. However, he's guilty of something. We just know it. You see how that goes? All right, that's not how justice is supposed to work in the United States. But under the Democrats, but under the feminist agenda, that's exactly how it works. A man is guilty in perpetuity, whether there's evidence or not. Well, if there's evidence, he would be guilty. No, what they're saying is, even if there isn't evidence, because we feel like he should be guilty, he's guilty. I want y'all to understand that, the gravity behind that.
Virginia's Jennifer Wexton citing the president's, quote, obstruction of justice and normalizing of authoritarian tactics. Colorado's Jason Crow citing his, quote, repeated abuses of power.
Speaker Pelosi.
So he's never abused his power because he can't. He's only the president. The only people abusing their power is the Democratic Party with all these investigations and stuff. The very people that's abusing their power, all right, that has changed the laws to what's not in anything in the Constitution. The very people abusing power are now trying to accuse the guy that they're attacking of abusing power. There has been no bigger abuse of power than the liberals against the entirety of the United States. They're against Afro men, they're against families, they're against children, they're against the president, they're against everything that isn't a female or an LGBT community. If you're not one of them crews, they will try to destroy you, and they have been. Look at all the people that lost a lot of their income on YouTube. That's abuse of power. Period.
Does that change your view?
The speaker has made it clear she wants to wait and let 6 House committees investigate first.
Let's get all the facts and then we'll make decisions.
Democratic Senate Leader Chuck Schumer is with her.
Does the political calculus change, though, now that more than half of House Democrats are calling for an impeachment inquiry?
So basically, they wanted to wait because they know, and this is a stalling tactic. If they impeach the president, understand the impeachment is a trial. And in order to do the trial, that means the president gets to defend himself. Oh, Lord have mercy. If he starts to defend himself and start digging up all that old dirt that they think that was behind him, like saying, no, I didn't collude with the Russians. The Clintons did. I didn't do this. Biden did. Ooh, then that changes the direction of the impeachments, because they now would have to look into all the crimes committed by anybody since they're tied to what they're trying to get him for. See, Pelosi and Schumer understands this. Those young Democrats that just came in here, that's pushing their weight around, most of them are transplants from other countries, other countries. Let's be clear. They came from another country and get to make laws in the United States, which is kind of, well, that's kind of weird. All right, we're talking about people not born here, but making the laws for the people that were born here. Y'all figure that out. Pay attention.
Well, look, every member, House and Senate, is going to do what he or she thinks is appropriate. I think, as I said, Speaker Pelosi is handling this appropriately.
Opening an impeachment inquiry might give Democrats more legal firepower as they seek access to sensitive White House documents. It's widely seen as a precursor to impeachment itself, a hot stove that Democratic leaders clearly don't want to touch right now. Nora?
Right, and there's a reason they don't want to touch it. If they're about to get burnt on this alone. Period. They're going to get burnt on this alone. Mark my words. All right? So, there you have it. The ignorant Democrats forced Pelosi's hand. She had to make this announcement, and she's trying to find a middle ground. Right? This isn't the impeachment yet, but that's what it looks like to the people. It looks like that their favorite guy, a guy that a lot of people secretly think that he's doing well, and secretly would vote for him again. All right, if they were on the fence, you just pushed them over the fence to galvanize themselves behind Trump. Because what the Democrats failed to realize is a lot of people like Trump because in this setting, he is the underdog. All right. He's been doing good by everybody that wanted good. Think about that. All right. And she just walked into this hornet's nest. She didn't walk in. She was pushed in by her party. All right. This can't go well, and is not going to go well. All right. And one, Democrat had plants in there to try to dig up anything without understanding what's an impeachable defense. And Trump, he just turned over everything. He's laying everything out. Why? He wants them to go down this road. And there's a particular reason why. What this woman realizes that the rest of the stupid Democrats do not, and I say stupid, not loosely, I'm saying stupid. Because when you don't look at history and understand history, then you're doomed to repeat the mistakes. Okay, we have a recent history. You had Bill Clinton that was getting a job under his desk. There was evidence on a blue dress. Linda Tripp forces this woman to come out about it. See, y'all forgot about her, right? All right. And this went through the House. And then the House decides to impeach Clinton. What happened after this? The House lost for a while. Why? Because people actually liked Clinton and didn't think that, having himself serviced in the office, so long as he's doing a good enough job, warranted any impeachment. There's been two other impeachments. Van Buren was one, and that's because he was not a part of, the family tree. Understand this, right? And you had one other one. Nixon. Well, that never really happened. All right. But of the modern impeachments, nobody's been impeached except for Van Buren. All right. And that was a kangaroo court. All right. So what happened is The person being impeached made his party stronger, and impeaching people made their party weaker. I want y'all to understand this. It's about to go very south for the Democrats. This woman and this party has been led by these new Democrats that only think about themselves, into that burning building that Dr. King spoke of. And Elijah Cummings and all the rest of them are doing the same thing. They have utterly destroyed goodwill. They destroyed any kind of monicum. Nobody is happy in the United States because of the liberals. Nobody is happy. And people can't wait to see many of them gone, except for the liberals. Because, you know, they think this is a takeover, a coup. All right? So y'all tell me what y'all think in the description box or the comment box. All right? Don't forget to look in the description box. I'll have a link to the story. All right, with that said, I'm out.